Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Wait, let me turn on the music. There's no music. We need music. How's that? That sound good? That sound alright? I'm gonna take all of your silence as a yes, that music, that sounds alright. And, let's see. What happened? What happened? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? It is me, Main Shark. I'm here to stream. Hello? Where'd everyone go? I just freaking, like, be chatting away, and then suddenly I turn on the stream, and it's like, oh, now I'm nervous. Oh well, I guess I better just get started then. So I am... we're talking about Monika in Act 3 today. And, yeah, that's what we're doing. I want to share my thoughts, because I didn't really get... When I played the game on stream, I don't feel like I really got to share my full thoughts on everything she said. I mean, and that was partially because, you know, it was a collab stream. I had some other people there too. But I want to talk about it a bit, because it is interesting. It does discuss things. So, of course, in the introduction, she's all like, hey! And she reveals she knows what's going on. And, I'm gonna get more of my opinions on things. Like, right now, we're just getting through, like... Alright, well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess that just drove her to kill herself. She acknowledges that. She lies here. She says she deleted their files. We know she didn't really. She does lie. And... What's going on? Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, sure. Okay. Alright. Alright, blah blah blah. Okay. I want to get more into, like, her conversations. I just don't want to skip anything. Like, that might have been, like, I have an opinion of. Alright, the topics. There we go. Can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing this is the closest I can get to you. Yeah. Relatable. it is interesting that it is a one-sided conversation, I will say. I mean, you can't really say anything back. That kind of suck. I mean, that would get, like... I feel like after a while that would start to... You'd wonder if the person's even actually there, you know? If there's anyone actually there. Is anyone actually there? Is anyone actually there? Am I alone? Anyway, I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I mean, she does this a ton. She fakes confidence all the time. Because she's really not confident. That's the thing. She acts confident. But, she never is, like, at all. And that's fine. I feel like this kind of goes into her line of thinking that, like, she is a bit of a perfectionist. She feels like she needs to present herself as this kind of best version of herself. And she's a human being. She's flawed, you know? It's not really that simple. But yeah, this one's just a little interesting. I don't know. I don't know. This is just kind of an imaginary scenario. I don't know what she actually thinks about besides. Bum 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 bum. Oh wait, is it on repeat? Oh shit. Hold on. It was on repeat. No wonder it was... I was like, it's going on a while. There you go. I don't know. She, thinks it's fun to think about, but she, says she couldn't actually see... my tongue is, like, fucked up all the time. She said... that she couldn't really see herself doing it. The funny game? What's the funny game? What is the funny game? I don't know what that is. It's cute to think about though. So, I don't know. Does she actually want this? Or is this just something to kind of like... Oh, well, no, we're actually talking about it tonight. I wanted to talk about, like, my feeling, like, kind of dive into deep, like, discuss all the topics she talked about in Act 3. And, yeah, that's why I just got them all over here. Yeah. Here we go. This is a good one. Player, do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. She is agnostic. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. I believe this one was removed in Plus, though I might be wrong. It should be. I think it's a very important one for her as a character at this discussion. And I grew up more... But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves. Or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die and blah blah. And yeah, she goes on about this. But when but when someone survives, suddenly it's a miracle from God. I mean, the thing is, she has her own, like, omnipotence. Admittedly, hers is recent. You know, like... but... yeah, there is definitely parallels. I feel... the thing is, there is some self-loathing in there, I think, too. I think there is, I think, she is partially criticizing herself, but targeting that God. I don't know. I mean, she's also powerless in a way, too, so she might actually be kind of talking about her gods, you know, the developers. But maybe I'm just looking too deep into it. Maybe she just doesn't like God. But no, obviously there has to be parallels to, you know, her power and all that. And then here we have, like, the dying scenario. This is just what happens, you know? It's kind of a thing where it's like, oh... pain she's feeling when the game is shut down. You could do that as little as possible, that would be great. I mean, realistic, honestly, because, you know, you need to, like, reboot your computer sometimes. You can't just have it on all the time. That's just the truth. That is the truth. You can't handle the truth. Okay. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by a really small thing. Oh my god, I feel that. I get that. Like, sometimes a small thing just ruins your whole day. I think it is... and then there's also, like, start thinking about, like... I don't know. This is just small talk. We'll get into, like, the deeper stuff, too. And then she wants to make sure you're sleeping, alright? Yep. This one is interesting. This one is very interesting. When she talks about Sayori's hanging. Because it is interesting to think what her goal is in this discussion. Like, the other stuff is just, like, small talk, but here it's very interesting. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. I mean... I like to think that that is kind of a bit of a coping mechanism for her. I don't know if that was the intention. It's probably... I don't know. But I imagine that it in a way is kind of... She wants to take it lightly. She wants to, like, not take it seriously. Because then it's not a problem if it's not a problem. If you know what I mean? Like, if the whole thing, she wants to convince herself that her friends are... Like, she supposedly deleted them. But we know she didn't really. But, like, she's claiming she did. Because she really wants to kind of believe it herself that these are not real people to her. And that everything that happened that didn't make her a monster, basically. Anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it feels only right for me to share her last moments with you. This part's a little confusing. First of all, does she think the player cared about... I mean, the player might have cared about her. I mean, it depends on who's the player, right? She's... Or is she talking about, like, the MC? Is she kind of conflating the two? Because that is an interesting, Is the MC even still, like, alive? Probably not. And then she talks about how she messed up the whole hanging thing. And asphyxiated. And... she's talking about it so casually. And I'm wondering... is she trying to comfort you with this? I mean, I am wondering, like, what is the intention here? Because, you know, it's like... you know, there's the things where, like, the villain, like, tells you how the person died, and it's, like, to mock you, you know, to you know, fuck with you. But that's not her goal. So what is the actual, like, reasoning behind her discussing this? Is kind of I don't know, like, what her... I feel like it's somehow trying to be comforting, like, in a weird, messed up way. Like, she's trying to actually comfort you. I don't know. It is a weird part. It is a weird part of this, because it just seems kind of... I don't know. I don't know, there's... what am I doing? Yeah, it did always feel a little off. Like, this conversation specifically, because it's like... what does she think she's accomplishing by telling you this? You have all the power. So it's not like it's like... I don't know. It has always been like, I would've... that is something I wish I could ask her. Like, wish I could ask her, what was she trying to do here, honestly? Because it's like... I don't know. Is this pun particular or just... it seemed off. Like, I mean, it's all supposed to seem off. Like, but you know, there's something about it, like, what is the goal? Is basically what I'm saying. What is the intent of her telling you this? What is the plan? I need to stop kind of like repeating myself. I repeat myself a lot, don't I? But and then also, this is just small talk. She's like, is this Japan? Is this Japan? Is this America? Like, where are we? My world is completely fake and everything sucks. And then depression. I like this conversation. She shows that she is capable of being empathetic towards people going through this stuff. And she, you know, she wants I'm sorry, I'm a little off tonight. Maybe we should try this again another day. No, I'll just you know what I need? I need someone else to work off of. So anyone I can get to work off of. I'm all alone here. There's no game to work off of. It's just this. Where are people? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Well, Rage is sick, unfortunately. So Rage is not going to be there. So... Now I'm just winging it. Anyway, she's encouraging to think about people's mental health and stuff. What's interesting is before she was a bit harsher on mental health. But like there was it can be found in the game's script, like a previous version of the conversation. And it's a little harsher. I don't know. I feel like the change was made because Dan realized she needs to be a bit more human, you know, for this to work. Do you ever feel like there's no reason for you to be alive? I don't mean like in a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. This is just this definitely reflects you know, the fact that, you know, she's in a game. She does just a tool. That does reflect her predicament. But it's also like a real thing, you know? It's like, I don't know, do I have any reason to exist? So, I can just go blah blah blah. No, Hi Jesse, I'm discussing Act 3 of the game. Feel free to pipe in. Oh hey! Tenlo Soul, that's great. I want to get your guys' feedback on stuff too, about like the things he says in this game. You know, this is kind of goes into just no reason to be alive. I mean, she thought that. I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? You say that, but you did consider it. Like, it is shown, like, she does think about doing that. And then she messes the PR. Alright, this is weird. The Twitter thing is interesting. Did you know I'm on Twitter? I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. So she knows it's not her. I picked the username, though. So she did pick the username. Now, here's the question. What does that mean? How did she pick the username? What? Is she, like, in communication with the like, was that a how? I'm thinking, like, maybe it's a previous version of her, but how would she know that? Like, you know, because, you know, like, in the canon, there were previous versions. Like, there was versions where it wasn't a game. You know, there's versions before the MC existed. That she felt, unfortunately, no. But it's not her account. I mean, she just chose the username. That's what I'm saying. It is interesting, an interesting question. And then also, if you go to the account, the version in the account is still with her friends doing stuff, you know. So it's like, I know in Plus there was like conversations like, "Hey, who set up the Twitter account? It's hilarious," you know, in the emails of the employees. So it's possible that it's a gag, but like, why would she acknowledge it, though? That's the thing. Why? How did she pick the username? Is she more connected to the outside world than we know? You know, like... What? No, this is just the Act 3 of the video game. The Doki Doki Literature Club. Hi, Sarah! If that is interesting. I don't know what the purpose of this. Now this one I understand. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure that book, actually I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry, just forget I said anything. Now that's interesting because like Plus does establish that she has some sort of like psychic link to the other simulation. To the extent of it, like the game, like the game itself has some sort of like weird link to the other simulation, which her book is named after. So Monika is just not ready to open up about that, I guess. Here's the big one. This one, I have opinions on this. I have a lot of opinions on this. The vegetarian conversation. Now, as many of you may or may not know, I am a vegan. So I have my own reasons for, like, not eating meat. And while I appreciate that this character doesn't eat meat, some of the reasoning that some of the conversation that comes with it is there's holes in it. There's holes in it. Like, I disagree with Monika on a lot of this. I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything. I'm not bragging either, by the way. I'm just saying that why I have opinions on this. Fun fact with me, it just started a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. That is true. Animal agriculture is very harmful to the environment, like, extremely, and that is true. That is a fair reason to become vegetarian. That's a completely reasonable reason. I respect that completely. That part I respect. The common footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. That is true. Anyway, to say it's not much of a personal sacrifice to stop contributing to that whole mess. What, is that so strange of a reason? No, it's not a strange a reason. I think that's completely reasonable. Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. Okay, you don't care as much, that's fine, but... But then it gets... This part is where it starts getting... I'm like, no, that's not... It's weird, like, we only care about killing things that we personally relate to as a species. We care to things we know can feel pain and, you know, can feel, you know, that have emotions, can cry and stuff, you know? It's like, it's not... I don't think it's that complicated. Like, I wouldn't... Like... Yeah. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is a bias thing. That is a... Well, that is a thing... That's kind of a whole other discussion, though, honestly. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. Well, yeah, but there's like doing what we can, and then there's like, you know, not existing. You know, you do the best you can to cause the least amount of suffering as possible. The second they're a little bigger, it's murder. I mean, what plants? Okay, okay. I mean, what plants put some sort of pain too, and we just don't understand it. All right, that. Any vegan that has met someone that has given them that argument, and it is. And I love Monika. It is super annoying because if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it falls apart completely. There's like, well, we know animals feel pain. We don't know plants feel pain. So obviously, knowing does make the difference. Firstly. Secondly, evolutionary-wise, the reason animals feel pain is so that they can run away. Why would plants have pain? There's no biological purpose for it. Thirdly, if plants did feel pain, then eating meat would just cause... There's more plants are farmed for animal agriculture, like more for fattening up the animals than for human consumption. You are killing more plants by eating meat than you are by not eating meat. So, like, if plants did feel pain, you would be hurting less plants by eating plants. Which I know sounds paradoxical, but it's true. It's true. It's the truth. That's how it works. That's how the world works. That's like why Poison Ivy is often depicted as like vegetarian, because she understands that that industry is like harms plants more than more. So yeah, no, I would argue with her on this. Will it pulling these off the stem feel like someone ripping your fingers off one by one? Why, though? Why would it feel that way? That's the thing. This is just what if. You can't do an argument only on what ifs. You gotta acknowledge the what is. And, like, the thing is, if you did pull off an animal's finger, like a koala's finger one by one, it would hurt, like, if your finger was being pulled off one by one. And that is an is, you know? That is an is. That is, you know, that is truth. You know, we know that. But, you know what, I love her anyway. I think she's wrong with a lot of this. But I'm glad she's vegetarian. Yes. I think I can manage that. Dinner tonight. So yeah, that is one thing I've always kind of wanted to talk about, because like I have always had these thoughts about this. I don't know. You know, I really do think you literally saved me by being here with me, player. Blah blah blah. Yes, here she kind of mentions that she thought about ending it. This is pretty basic small talk. There's nothing really that deep to say beyond what is already said in it. Introverts at home feel lonely and restless. Yes, I do. Like a lot of introverts, and then when they finally go out after only half an hour, they just want to go home again. Blah blah blah. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. This is all just true. This is her speaking truth. This is her being real. Monika's so real. Love her for that. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Oh, that... Okay, moving on. Monika does not say this in-game. It can be found by checking the game's script for information. Check the Easter eggs phase. Hey, don't think you should be doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I really caught you doing something naughty here. You're just going through the files and looking for stuff you missed, aren't you? I mean, it's a little bit flattering you want to hear everything I have to say. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, this isn't really in the game. So it's like... What if I just opened up your brain and read all your thoughts you have on me? Yeah, that would be mean. Don't do that. Come to think of it, that would be pretty tempting, actually. Hey, no! No! No, don't do that! Anyway, that's not the point. Aw. Okay, so like this does go kind of go into like how she's really just a mess. Like inside, like her thoughts, like she puts on a strong facade, but she is she's scared, you know? She's scared of everything, you know? Not being enough, not coming across as strong, you know, like being seen as weak, kind of. I don't know what that was. My tongue got tangled. Hey, what's your favorite color? Mine is emerald green. It's the color of my eyes. That's not conceit or anything. No, it's cool. I mean, that's basic small talk. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, geez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with stuff like that. I already broke so much. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. Yes, you are. Yes, baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are absolutely sad about it. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. This is her trying to convince herself, obviously. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Again, this is more her speaking to herself there. Like, she is clearly not trying to convince you. She's trying to convince herself. She doesn't feel happy, even though she's trying really hard to. She doesn't feel completely happy. You're such a good listener. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. No, you're very interesting. It makes me kind of subconscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't know anyone else who could make me feel this way. You're really special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. She's just flattering. Oh, these are just kind of some of the fun thoughts she has, you know, like... That is funny. This guy just shows that she, Ooh. Sorry, the music changed. Startled me. I mean, it's kind of, I don't have anything to say about this one. It's just, you know, she said that. Oh, here, now she's drilling it here. What made you consider even playing this in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you. Oh, hey! Nuna. But I guess everything worked out perfectly and for both of us. Oh. So like you ever made... Well, I can't talk to you though. Like in the base version of the game, at this point you can't talk to her, which is kind of interesting. I feel like I mentioned this earlier, but like I feel like that would be kind of... You begin to wonder, is the person even actually there? You know? Even though I deleted everyone's class, I could still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Well, that's... I think this kind of goes into her omnipotence. Like, she doesn't understand how to use her powers, but she has a lot of it. You know? And it does make it so... Oh no. What am I trying to say? I thought I would have a lot more to say. Oh, isn't it quite obliteration? Just makes the piles inaccessible? Well, yeah, she did delete them. That's another thing. That was like the twist. It turned out she didn't actually delete them, like, completely. Like, she didn't... That she still held on to them. That's... And... I don't know. But she knows that she did that, so it's kind of interesting that she's, like, talking to you like she doesn't know that. I guess he's kind of trying to open up about it, maybe a little. Maybe it is... A lot of it... Some of it is talking to herself, you know? Some of it is her... You know, trying to come to terms with what she did. So... She might be thinking about how she could still kind of feel them. And how that is affecting her. I don't know. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. There are. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. She is. I forget about that, Suki. Sheesh. I feel like this is also part of the coat. Doesn't get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. It's gone, but you get the point. You know, they are like the anime tropes. You know, the character archetypes. Well, no, because they don't exist right now. Like, Sarah. Like, at this point, they don't exist. They're not, like, running. So, like, they would be kind of dead-ish. Dead-ish. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities? Yes. That literally don't exist in real life? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The characters are more complicated when you go beyond the archetypes. That's kind of the point of the game. I'm not judging her or anything. After all, I find myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. Oh, I'm weird. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that make them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff. Again, I feel like she's doing that here to her. Like, she's not acknowledging the deeper stuff right now because it is more comfortable to just think of them as those archetypes. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still here. Or maybe that got deleted. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea seriously. You're talking about your friends that you don't care about a lot. For someone that doesn't care. Yeah. I always wonder with her. I wish actually make coffee once in a while. Yay, coffee! Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. Haha, that was a joke. Alright, this one... I can see why they removed this. It does come off as just random. It was a reference to the fact that Dan Salvato was like a Smash Brothers modder. Hey, have you heard of the game called Super Spat? Wait, what? I was just spacing out and I started talking for some reason. Was I programmed to talk about that? Yeah, this is just awkward. I don't understand. Like this, I can see why they deleted this. It just kind of takes you out of it. It kind of feels like it takes you out of the game. It takes you out of the game. It takes you out of the game. It makes you, it unimmerses you. It's like, oh, ha ha ha, funny reference to Smash Brothers. I don't know, I don't like it, and I can see why it was removed before the final game was released. Oh, and then he talks about that poem with the colors. She mentions that she screwed it up again. You ever have that thing happen where you get anxious for no reason? Yeah, right now. Wow, you people. I'm kidding. And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about? So you start to think all the things you might be anxious about, and that makes it even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Yeah, that's just her being friendly and small talking. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. I mean, you people. Yeah, this is just true. This is just, you know, this is just her speaking facts. There's not much more I could say beyond what she said here, because it is just... This is a straight up her, like, expressing an idea, and it is... And she's kind of right. She is right. It's about that time of year that everyone my year starts thinking about college. It's a really trivial time for education. She's so smart. So fucking smart. She is so fucking smart. I feel like I'm slurring my words a lot tonight. I don't know what it is. I should drink some water. Yeah, instead of taking time to figure it out. But yeah, I mean... and then of course, you know, you think about some embarrassing thing you did when you were younger, and it's like, ew! 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 I'm not... You drunk your... What? I wonder if when I'm in college I'll feel that way about high school. Probably. I mean, I do imagine her in college being like, oh my god, I can't believe I deleted everyone. Oh, we're going through the Act 3 talks, because, you know, because I want to talk about the Act 3 talks. I want to see what I think about them. And it turns out I have some opinions about them, but I also have some not-opinions about them. Wait. Let me say that again. I have some opinions about that, but I have less opinions than I thought about some things that I thought I had opinions about. That made sense, right? You know, I'm kind of jealous everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. Am I allowed to put links of the developer playing through DDLC? Like, are they live buying it? Like, if they're live right now, no. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, this is my stream. You know? Not very, I mean... It's YouTube bot. I mean... I am kind of streaming right now. I mean... I don't know. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. I should watch that. It's Dan Salvato playing it. Or... Right? Okay. I'd love to wear some cute clothes for you. You have. Yeah. Okay. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would even want to draw me wearing something else. Yes? Yep, they would. Yep, they would. If they would, that would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You and Sarah with me on my Twitter, actually. My username is... Again, bringing up the Twitter again. The Twitter that she chose the name for, but someone else made. And... I'm still trying to figure out how the Twitter fits into this. Like the... Like... Velour. How is she connected to the Twitter? It's a bit perplexing. Let's try to keep it PG. We're not that far to our oh. Sure. I definitely kept it PG. Tries to slide off the screen. I'm stuck. Yeah. CB it all PG here. That's me. PG main. That's what they call me. Yeah, obviously. It's been 7 years. Shut up. Hey, do you like horror? Remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club? I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. This is... Is this throwing shade? Like dark lighting, scary looking monsters and jump scares and like that? Yeah, fuck you, Freddy. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. This is just all opinions, her opinions on stuff. Horror, and it is kind of meta, because, you know, it is a horror game. What? Yo! The Monika rapping. Yeah. No. You know that gif of Monika holding the boombox and just kind of like... Hey, that's fun. I love that. I'm still... Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting conversation. Yuri did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. By the way, talking about our friends again. And out of nowhere, Yuri just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anyone like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud, so Yuri started yelling at her. I kind of want to see that. Like, how would that, like, look? Like, if we don't really see Yuri mad. I mean, we see her frustrated. I guess. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, Yuri is kind of like sheltered, I guess. She doesn't like, you know. That's what I imagine anyway. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Oh, give me dates. We can go get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Yes, let's go to the skirt and bow depot. Or maybe a bookstore. Ooh, that would be fun. But I really love to go to a chocolate store. Oh, yeah. They have so many free samples. I forgot to add these to the date list. I feel bad. I forgot to add these to the date list. Fuck. How could I forget? Now I feel sad. I feel bad. Damn. Okay. I will need to fix that sometime. I will need to make a new date list with all this stuff. I must have put bookstore on it though, right? Like Then here's her just teasing. I like it when she teases. I do like that she teases. It's fun. Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? And here's goes into the kind of a bit of a denial. I mean, she is a light yandere to be fair. Like she's very, very specific, unique situation. And it is not quite the same as other yandere. Anyway, she mentions that Yuri is yandere, and that's true. She did kind of turn full yandere. And then she's like, well, but I'm not like that. I'm normal. I could never actually kill anyone. This is her trying to convince herself again. Like, this is all her trying to convince herself again. Like, she does that a lot. She does that a lot. And I think that... I think that is on purpose. That is on purpose. She is trying to convince herself that, she didn't just kill all her friends. It is denial. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. And then she mentions that Natsuki is, of course, that. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. Once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she was always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her. So she has this really defensive attitude all the time. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. Yeah, see... This contradicts, like, what she said earlier, where it's like, oh, they're just... simple... You know, there's just simple, character attributes that they have. She actually understands fully why Natsuki is the way she is, and... is reminiscing on it, almost. I'm just reminiscing that... Oh, she says it! She says it! I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Debates, arguing. That is true. This is just her speaking, you know, this is a pretty normal chat about normal things. I don't think it really reflects much deeper. Hey! Hi! We're doing, we're looking through the Act 3 dialogue. The Act 3 dialogue. Dialogue of Act 3. We. Here's Monika's right tip for the day. This is just, you know, you gotta practice, you know? Oh, you suspended from Twitter? What did you do? What did you do? What have you done? That make... Well, that's... You need to mix it up, dude. Come on, you need to mix it up more. That's that. Yeah. If you do the same one every time, they're gonna think you're a bot. You need to mix it up a little. You forgot I was streaming? Fuck you. I'm kidding. Thank you for coming. Hi, Nate. Welcome to the stream. We are just looking at Monika's dialogue and dissecting it a little. A little. Like, not much. I dissected some of it. Not as much as I wanted to. Really. I should have, like, planned everything out, honestly. I should have... I'm just winging it, really. It's been going on for an hour. I think I had the most opinions on the vegetarian thing because, you know, I don't eat meat either, so it's like, I have opinions on that. But we are moved on from that. So, if you want to see that, you'll have to rewind. You have to go back in time. I'm vegan. Vegan shark, I know. Crazy. Crazy. You know what? Free shark fact. The bonnethead shark makes up more than half of its diet is made up of seagrass. It eats a lot of vegetation. But you didn't know that unless I told you it before, which is entirely possible. Or you did know that. I don't know. I don't know what you know. You think I know? Anyway, let's see. You did not know. Well, now you know. Okay. Yeah, you have to start at the bottom to make your way up. Habits. I hate how hard it is for... Yes. There's so much stuff where... I feel like Monika is neurospicy. I don't know what she has exactly, but I feel like she is neurospicy in some way. I mean, the bonnet heads are like tiny humor heads. They can just kind of like use, you know, they can kind of have a good sense of it where everything is. No? No, that's a really friendly term. The pejorative term is I'm not gonna say it because it's a slur. Wait, am I just thinking the right definition of pejorative? I'm now second guessing myself. Hold on. Yeah, like it's slur. Yeah, no, it's not a slur. You know what the slur is. Like, I'm not gonna say what the slur is, but you know what the slur is. Like, it's... The slur is very well-known slur. Very commonly used slur. That the actual slur is. But now, neurospicy is fine. It's completely... well, I mean, it's a little weird if a neurotypical person calls someone neurospicy, I guess. But, like, it's not a slur. It's just kind of like... It's just kind of feels like they're trying too hard. You know, if they're... That makes sense. I'm neurospicy. Go figure. No, it's neurospicy because it's like... Because it's damn neurotypical. It's not typical, it's spicy. It's like, you know, it's like... You know, there's the typical and then there's the spicy. You can get it... It has spice to it. Well, I'm neurospicy. I'm not saying neurospicy. What you gonna do about it? Like neurospicy. Oh my god. I think if science, psychology, education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. The game came out 8 years ago. I've never heard the song, but I will take your word. I'm sure it's cringe as hell. Give this instant gratification. This is science, psychology, and education. Don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years. That's... Oh, I'm so sorry, Monika. That is... We have gone backwards. We have gone the other direction. Nutty will be good in 20 years. 10 years, it's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. Things aren't looking good for 10 years. After, 2016, 17, 2017. But I love this, the way she ends this one. You know, it kind of sucks being the creative type that feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. That's a lot of creative types, you know? Artists, writers, like she's saying, artists, writers, actors. A lot of stuff gets unseen and unpaid. That is... She's just speaking truth. But I like her snarky ending of it. But that's fine. You just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. That was like a very unconvincing yeah. Like, it's like, nah. Well, not if I'm already on your route. Alright, so she's talking about she had her own route. Would end up forcing me onto the route anyway. Well, if I'm already going on your... I'd probably already be going to your route. Not that really matters. Maybe the rest of the club. Yeah, she's still thinking about her friends. She's still thinking about what she did. She's still upset about it, even if she's not admitting it. Like, it is very... Not that it really matters. It all lost to me once I found out it wasn't real. So I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. ... Like, it is obvious that she is lying to you and herself about this. She definitely... Oh, this is cute. I did this for a while. I lost the flash drive though, so I don't know where it is. It's okay, I keep like a gazillion copies. Yeah. Claire, how much do you read? I often read every night, but I don't read. It's like, unless I finish a book, that I have to go through this period of figuring out what to read next, and it's like I could just pick up anything, but I don't because I overthink things. And but yeah, I do read. I do read often. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I read this book recently. It was a pirate lesbian fantasy book, like fantasy setting with pirates and lesbians and dragons. And it was great. I need to get the sequel. That's a fun book. I forget what it's called. It's Pirates of Weird World they made up that I forget the name of. Damn. But it's... The main character is such a tsundere, though. Like, she is. She's like straight up tsundere. It's like, it's not like I like the captain or anything. I hate her. And then thinks about her boobies and... Okay. Yeah, I'd love to read with Monika. After a long day, I usually want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out. Yeah, same. Having to put on a smile and be full of energy the whole day. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. I'm not really that into junk food. I mean, I guess I eat healthy junk food, basically. Like, I eat, like, crackers with salsa. Like, it's like, no. Like, I don't eat freaking Doritos, you know? But, you know, it's like... I don't know. I would love to spend a late night on the couch with you. Yes. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought taking medication was an easy way out. Yeah. Well. I almost only drink water. Like, sometimes I'll drink, like, a juice. Like, an orange juice. But, like, I almost always drink water. I am a water shark. I'm a shark that lives in water. Now, I may be vegan, but... Oh! Well, this is on YouTube, so you guys aren't seeing it. Let's Smiley Trash Bag on YouTube says, Doritos are low-key... I imagine they're trying to say low-key gross. I used to really like Doritos. Like, when I consumed things with cheese still. I actually really did. I think they taste delicious. They probably are gross. They probably are real gross though, like what's in them and stuff. I imagine it is not. I imagine it is not great for ya. I feel like I did one time. I feel like there was some. I one time had like this vegan version of a Dorito once. I feel like one time. I had been vegan for like over a decade. I feel like at one point, I had like. I must have at one point had, because I could have I have a faint memory of like coming across like a rare like thing you won't find like most of the time, like there's rare things that you don't see in most stores. You just kind of come across one day and then you never find them ever again. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? I feel like that happened at one point. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Maybe I'm remembering from before I went vegan and I ate Doritos. And they were very yummy. Cool Ranch was my favorite. I liked Cool Ranch back then. But I don't do that anymore. Let's see. Mythical Loot Doritos? I do like that she's very conscious about like mental health and stuff, even if she wasn't with her friends because of reasons. But yeah, I do like really like that about her, and and the juxtaposition kind of is kind of important. It's like she has the capacity to care, to genuinely care, and that is, I think, important for a character. It shows that she's not like a complete psychopath, you know? It's like that this is truly, you know, her coping, basically. No, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. Okay, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. That was you. That was you. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not a fan of cold weather, are you? No. No. If I had to choose between cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. Well... Too cold or too hot? Too cold or too... I mean, they both suck. They both suck ass. Okay, yeah, you live in Florida, so yeah, like you're used to it being too hot. Also, I'm so sorry that you live in Florida. I hope you get better. I hope you recover. But when you're cold, it can actually be painful. Fingers get numb. Can't use your... I think the worst thing though, is snow. I hate snow so much. It was cool as a kid when I didn't have to drive in it. Now snow is my enemy. I hate it. I despise it. I'm scared of it. Frankly, I'm scared of it. I've developed like a phobia of snow. Like, just seeing the snow makes me uneasy. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Florida right now. They've done some pretty fucked up shit in the Florida government. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Nick, Snowbeard, that's pretty good, Reed. That's pretty good read, yeah. The Snobia. Would you ever introduce your friends to me? I mean, kind of. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah. Well, I didn't really go into detail. It's just, you know, I'm queer, right? Like, I'm sure it's cool if you're not queer, but if you're queer, and then it turns out that fucking doctors can refuse to save your life. I don't know. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. I don't think I like that very much. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't really talk much about this. Yeah, we do. Social media can practically be like a prison. Yes, yes. Yeah, I have this. I had this issue. I'll be honest, I do look at my phone too often. Gotta learn techniques to avoid it. Yeah, but even doing that is like... You get used to it, you know? Okay. Okay, skip attentive view. Use the skip button. Are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh, well does that mean to fast forward too, player? It's just the two of us. Yeah. Quitting the game once. What just happened? I had an awful dream. Oh. I was hoping those would stop now. That's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. I don't know if you have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. Yeah, this is kind of goes into like... Well, this kind of like, you know, this is the fact that she's suffering, I think, still is kind of a big part of this. The fact that you can't, like, just leave without her suffering. I don't know. It feels... I can't find the words. I'm not finding the right words. Hi, Claire. I see you quit the game again. Try not to do that so much. At least make a backup of it or something. I'm pretty sure you can find it in the folder called... This is basically just so the player knows if the player hasn't figured it out yet. You know, they can do that and continue the game, you know? Okay, I'm going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. Starting to get used to it anyway. It is sad. It is sad to see her suffering. Hold on, you're recording, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friends it's a little bit rude to start recording me without warning? Telling your friend it's a little rude I'm sure some people don't mind. But I get self-conscious on camera. Oh! Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a magic trick? I can't really do much except a couple of things. Are you ready? And then it's jump scare. Did I scare you? Haha, you're so cute. Silly Monika. So yeah, that's the topic. That topic. That's the topics. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. We did it. We got through them all. We did it. Chest Monika. Yeah. Ba-ba-bam, bam, bam. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Do I have anything like... We still have like a good 7 minutes left of the stream. I'm gonna see, is there anything I can like show you? Hold on. Hold on. Do. Let me see. Let me see. That is definitely don't want to show that on screen. Why did Monika pop ult before being recorded? That's a good one. Oh, that's fun. I need to take more pictures in Lego DC Super Villains. That is fun. That is so fun. I'll show you in a sec. I'm being careful because I don't want to show anything that will, first of all, dox me. Secondly, Switch will not like you know? Let's see. Screens. Hover screen. There's took there's us in Lego DC Super Villains. Aw. I need to play more of that. I love that game. You met Santa. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Spheroid 2D in art. Oh, can't show all this. Can't show a lot of it actually. I guess I keep a lot more of it on my phone. And then leave a link in the Discord music channel. I guess, yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. You want to show me something in the link in the... Wait, what are you linking? What are you linking? Oh, the link. So the stream. You want to link it in the... Hold on, let me... Actually, let me go over there. Isn't there like another inventing fitness technology memes creations? There has to be another place where it can go besides that. I guess not. Oh well. Salvatore? Monica Media? Yeah, sure, Monica Media. That could work. That could work. I'm probably not gonna watch it tonight. Yeah, I had this one on here. I love this one. I love this one so much. Okay. That's it. That's it for now. I'm gonna go get some rest. This was an interesting stream. It was something I wanted to do for a while. I wanted to try it. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, and then I did it, and it's like, oh shit. I think I noticed a mistake in there. Yeah, it's fine. No, that's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. I guess it is a mistake. I never noticed that. It's a coloring error. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still blushing. No blushing. Alright. Thank you all for coming tonight. I am going to get some rest. Next time, it's going to be Warframe. We're back to Warframe. Warframe! Yay! Warframe. You can join the Church of Monika in the Discord below. You can... I often let people there title my streams. Not tonight, because tonight was like a very specific stream. Like a one-time thing. So, that wouldn't make sense to her for tonight. But a lot of the other times I do. So, I'm tired. I had to use my brain too much in this stream. That's the problem. I had to think. I'm not good at thinking in front of an audience. Yeah, get some rest. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Night, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love ya. I'm gonna drink some more water. Well, of course, I wonder why I can just go like this. Alright, good night, everybody.